All right, what's going on? Tom Giles, Scal, Eddie House. We got Isaiah Thomas joining us now as well. Isaiah, what's going on, man? What are your thoughts so far? What you've seen through the first few games of this series?
First off, appreciate you guys having me. You guys always bring back memories when I'm talking to, the legendary Celtics guys. So I appreciate you guys having me. But with this series, with Donovan Mitchell now being out, it's like, the favorite is definitely the Celtics. I think they can control their own destiny. If they can win out in this game 4, then they control the rest of the way. So we'll see if they're ready to make a stance. But it won't be easy, as Cleveland is at home and they're still a really good team without Donovan Mitchell. But it's going to be tough for those guys.
And I got to ask you about the runs that you guys had back in the day. Like, everybody in the NBA, we all think we're experts, and none of us thought that you were able to do what you were going to do. You exceeded expectation day in and day out. Did you ever, or even now, do you ever look back and say, man, what a wild ride?
For sure I do, because when I was in those moments, I was so locked into what was next. Like, I got to do better. I got to do a little better. I wasn't really recognizing the major things, I was doing, not just individually, but as a team, what we were doing, because we were just so focused in on the now. When you're out of those moments, you tend to look back and just see, how big, I guess, we were doing it at that time. Obviously, we didn't win a championship, but individually, I took it to heights that, like you said, nobody really thought I could other than myself. And those were really great moments to be a part of, especially being able to do that with a Celtics jersey on. As you guys all know how major it is to play in Boston and to be able to break records and have your name, amongst the greats that paved the way before myself. It's always an honor to be able to look back and mesmerize on those moments. And, it puts a smile on my face for sure.
Look, before I get to the question I'm finna ask you, I'm just going to give you your flowers, brother. Number one, right? Being a smaller guard, I understand it's really hard in this league. You understand me? But to do what you did and how you did it, brother, salute to that, number one, right? I got to give you credit for that because you was out there getting big-time paper. Now, hey, look, now I'm finna get to the real question, though. The real question is this. All of y'all cats that come out of Seattle, where you rank yourself, and give me the rank. Give me the top 3 cats.
Rushmore?
Give me the top 3 cats that come out of Seattle, because that's big time players that nobody really knows. I need the top 5. That Seattle is a hotbed for real basketball talent, and I need to know where they at. Talk to me.
Man, look, I'm going to always pay homage to Jamal Crawford. He's number 1 in my book, no matter what. Those guys paved the way for me. But I'm right there. I'm right there at the top. I'm always going to ride with myself. So, I'm going to pay homage to Jamal, but I can't even fill out the top 3, but I'm in that top 3. Mark my words. So, people may feel some type of way. I'm going to always give my respect to the guys that did it before me because I love those dudes. But, I mean, I'm up there with those. I'm top 3 for sure.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Speaking of guys who are, ranking near the top, let's talk a little bit about this Celtics dynamic duo that they've got now. And you take a look at Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and their numbers going for 25+. 14 times now they've done it in a playoff game. And these numbers presented by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Isaiah, when you look at Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, what they're doing as a duo, also keeping in mind that you crossed over with JB, you guys, his rookie year, he was here 1 year when you were here in Boston. How impressed are you with what he's been able to do, and did you see that coming back his rookie season?
I'm very impressed. I'm not surprised though at all. Like he came in with an attitude that he was the best on the team. Like it was in a good way though. He just got put in a situation where we were a playoff team already. But he waited his turn, waited his opportunity. Every year his role expanded and he took advantage of it. Like I'm a big fan of JB. I know he puts the work in each and every day, each and every year to come back with something added to his game and to be one of the best players in the world. So I'm not surprised at where he's at. Like I'm super happy for his growth, his maturity, his playoff experience. Like I said, each and every year he comes back bigger and better, and he's done a hell of a job this year. And then obviously Jason Tatum is just one of the best players in the world as well. So to see these two guys mesh so well together when a lot of people didn't think they can, they didn't think they can play well together. So they proved a lot of people wrong. They've made growth in every aspect of the game, and those guys are by far the leaders of the team. And they're gonna take them as far as they want to, as for sure.
Yeah, Isaiah, help me out with this one because you were a star player, you were top 5 in MVP, but during the playoffs, at times you would take your game to a new level. And I've been advocating for these two guys. Like, I don't want them, quote unquote, making the right play. I want them to dominate. I want them to kill when they're out there every single night. I don't care if we're winning by 20 or losing by 20. I want these dudes to go out and get 40. Like, you had that mindset. Is that the wrong idea? I was never a superstar player. So am I thinking the wrong mindset for these guys to go out there and think that they have to kill for us to win a championship?
No, that's not the wrong mindset. They need that mindset. Like, they got to have their foot on the gas at all times. If they do let up, that means they're letting up their team. They're letting up their guys. Yeah, obviously it might not seem like the right attitude, but if those guys don't get 30 to 40 each and every night, when do they usually lose when they do that? That, like, it's a lower percentage of them guys losing when they take over games and dominate games each and every night. So, yes, I would love to see those guys take it to another level because they're in need of taking it to that level for the Boston Celtics to win a championship. So, like, they got to take it to that level at some point in time. Consistently, they will. I see that they will, but, it's not going to be easy.
And Celtics are the betting favorites to win that championship. But since you brought it up right there, you take a look at Celtics here getting ready for Game 4 in Cleveland. But as far as they stack up against the rest of the NBA, do you think that this is it for Banner 18? You think this is the year for the Celtics to take home Banner 18 and get that championship?
It seems like it's been every year. Like, it should be every year that they, at least get there and win a championship. But I think this has to be the year. Like, it's been 3 or 4 years where these guys have gotten there and reached that level. But it's like, this has to be the year for them to get over the hump. Those two guys got to take it to another level, like Scal said, because you can't wait forever to win the championship. Eddie House, you guys know that. Like, it's a window that you have no matter how good you are to win the championship. And I'm not saying that window is closing, but, like, it's time. It's time for them guys to take it to another level and lead the Boston Celtics to another championship. They have the opportunity to push sure, and they have a team good enough to get there and win it.
I love the fact that somebody left the window open for you, pushed it up and came through it. They left the door cracked and you kicked that thing down. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, but look, this is one thing. Can we not gloss over the fact that we seen John Havlicek on there for 19 times that he did it? He did it with 2 different players. He did it with Sam Jones and JoJo White. I mean, 19. He out there blowing things out. We got to give credit to – I love to give credit to OG players out there, man. I have to do it because I have respect for them. But, IT, let me ask you this. What's next for you, man? I know TMC always. The marathon continues. You did. You know what I'm saying? So what is next for you, man? What you trying to do, brother? Talk to me.
Look. I'm trying to – well, I'm not trying. I'm going to be in the league a couple more years. I want to get a couple more years out so my boys probably get to high school, my kids get to high school, and I could put my full focus on those guys and their development. But I'm trying to get to at least 14 years. I want to get to, I know Muggsy Bogues, my goal was always to try to beat out Muggsy Bogues and being the smallest guy to have the longest career in the NBA. So, that's still an ultimate goal, and I'm going to reach that. I'm going to keep staying on the slow grind. And like you said, the marathon continues. Somebody's going to give me an opportunity where I can take full advantage of it.
Isaiah, every time we see those moments, it throws us back. Even the moment we saw before you got on, I got goosebumps, right? That was some of my favorite teams, the way that you guys battled. Do you have a few of your favorite games, memories? What do you remember most about being here?
Look, what I remember most is the love. Like, the love that I get, not only I get, but my teammates got when we were there. Like I said, you would think we won a championship, like how the city fell in love with not only myself, but with the teams that I was a part of. So that's like my favorite memories is the community stuff, the organization, the fans, because the top fans in basketball and sports that I've ever been around. But my favorite moment was, you know, when I was going through a hard time when my sister passed, that first series in 2017 where we were down 2-0. We were the number 1 seed playing the AFC Chicago Bulls, down 2-0. And I remember when everybody was like, man, we're the worst number 1 seed in NBA history. And the definition of that team was that series. With our backs against the wall, we strung off 4 games in a row when nobody thought we would. And we came together when we were against all odds, when our back was against the wall. That was the definition of those teams that I was a part of. So, like, that moment, like, that series was, even though that was a hard time in my life, that was, like, made those guys, like, lifelong friends for me. And I will always remember that. I will always remember that group that was around at that certain time. Like, those are lifelong friends that I will forever cherish those relationships with. And those were, like, that was a big moment for me. So, like, there was a lot of cool individual moments, but as a team, that series was like the definition of who we were as a team. So that will always be a big moment in my life for sure, and in my career.
Hey, wait up. I got to get this off because Scal from Seattle, where he ranked at in that Seattle list? I need to know where he ranked at. Come on, give it to me.
Come on, man.
Look,
where he ranked at?
Is Enum
Talk to me. Talk to me, IT. Keep it real.
I'm not good with rankings.
Keep it real,
I'm
IT.
not good with rankings.
Don't do this for him. Keep it real.
I'm not good with rankings, but he would be the first 10 on every court that he plays in.
There we
He's
go.
not waiting on he's not waiting on in no gymnasium around. He's a part of the first 10 for sure.
There you go, Eddie.
I love that. Yeah.
Thank you, IT.
I love that.
All right, Isaiah, thanks so much, man.
Scal.
Just to back up what Scal said, man, there's a lot of people that just love those teams that you're a part of. And
I know why.
A lot of great memories.
Because Isaiah invited me to his charity game. I set like 50 screens for Isaiah. All I did
that's
was
what it is.
I was setting screens all day for Isaiah. My man had 80 that game.
All that.